The views, information, and opinions expressed during the following program are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent the views of Access Communications, its representatives, or its employees.
November 13th is Civic Election Day, and residents of the City of Regina have the responsibility to choose the candidates who will best serve our community. All eligible voters may vote for mayor, ward councillor, and either public school board trustee or separate school board trustees. To find out if you're an eligible voter, call 306-751-4479 or visit regina.ca/elections. As a public service to our viewers, AccessNow has invited all the officially declared candidates to present a campaign message for airing exclusively on AccessNow TV. The views and opinions expressed in the following campaign messages are those of the candidates. Subdivision 2 is located in southern Regina. Its boundaries are the CPKC rail line, Broad Street and Victoria Avenue on the north, Park Street, Arcola Avenue, Ring Road, Wascana Lake, and Fleet Street on the east, Township Road 170 on the south, and Albert Street on the west. Eligible voters in Subdivision 2 may elect one of the following candidates: Jason Agar, Cale McClellan, Incumbent Tracy McMurchie, Carla Taylor Brown. Here are the candidates who are able to present their campaign message.
Hello, my name is Jason Agar, and I'm running for Regina Public School Board Trustee in Subdivision 2, which includes the areas of Boot Hill, Al Ritchie, Gladmore Park, Wascana Center, Hillsdale, Whitmore Park, University Center Square, and parts of Heritage. With 11 years experience teaching in Regina Catholic schools, along with 8 years as a staff liaison and an executive member of our teacher association last year, I have a strong commitment to education and a deep understanding to the challenges we face. I plan to stay in the classroom, which drives my dedication to improving our education system from a teacher's perspective. We are seeing rising class sizes and declining mental health amongst our students. It's vital to address these issues with practical solutions. For example, Regina Public Schools could partner with community organizations for temporary school locations until new schools are built. As well, making health classes compulsory for grade 11 students focused on locally developed curricula will equip them with the essential tools for mental health. Additionally, we can implement programs with teaching coping strategies, stress management, and mindfulness. By educating students and providing access to resources such as counseling and peer support groups will empower them to take charge of their well-being. I'd like to thank you for prioritizing education, and remember to vote on November 13th. I appreciate your support.
Hi, my name is Cale McClellan, and I'm running to be your school board trustee in Subdivision 2 for the Regina Public School Board. I am Cree, Soto, Statliamo, and Scottish, and I am the child of residential school survivors. I was the first generation in my family to be raised in the home, and my family's experience is exactly why I'm running to be your school board trustee. As a dedicated parent and community advocate, I will work to build a public education system that equips teachers and support staff with the essential resources needed for student success so kids can play and learn in their own communities. As your school board trustee, I will champion a public education system where all children can thrive. My key priorities include advocating for a return to the highest funding levels in the nation, ensuring every classroom is a safe and inclusive environment where no student is left behind or rushed through, creating spaces where students feel safe both inside and outside the classroom, supporting investments in Indigenous-led land-based education, after-school programs, and school food initiatives. It's crucial to elect school board trustees who are committed to strengthening the public education system, and I'm prepared to lead that charge.
Hi, I'm Tracy McMurchie, and I'm running for re-election as your Regina Public School Board trustee. I believe that schools need to be safe, inclusive places that support and educate our children. Over the past 2 years, I've worked closely with amazing educators and school community councils. I'm very thankful that so many of them are supporting my re-election campaign. And I just want to say that I hear you, I see you, and I will continue to work hard to ensure that your voices, your efforts, your care, and your dedication are recognized and valued. I'm promising to continue to bring competent and compassionate leadership to the public school board. I'm not an activist, and there is no weird agenda or any group pulling my strings. I support public education. I understand the challenges and that teachers and families face, and I'm committed to continuing to be a strong advocate in creating the best possible environment for educators, students, and families. I'm mom to 2 children who attend Regina Public Schools. But I also bring more than 2 decades of professional experience that has prepared me well for this role of trustee. I'm a CPA, that's a Chartered Professional Accountant. It's a designation that I'm very proud of, and I've worked in education finance, so I understand budgets and the financial challenges that our schools face. I've also worked in policy development, strategic planning, and health promotion. I've managed high-performing teams. I've handled really challenging HR situations, and I've worked extensively with stakeholders. And I loved my time teaching future teachers as an instructor at the U of R. I've learned a lot over the course of my career, but I've also learned some very important lessons early on. When I was a kid, my family came to Canada after escaping Vietnam and spending a year in a refugee camp. Here in Regina, we moved around a lot, so I attended 7 different elementary schools. When I started kindergarten, I did not speak English. We lived in poverty, and I've experienced racism. But no matter what challenges I've had to overcome, school was always a place where I felt safe and supported. And that's what I want for your kids too. Whether they're a new Canadian or they have a learning disability, intensive needs, or they're struggling with their gender identity, the school system needs to support kids, all kids, as they learn to and grow and as they find their place in this world. And as your trustee, that will always be top priority. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Carla Taylor Brown, and I'm running for Regina Public School Board Trustee in Subdivision 2. I was born in Regina and raised on a small grain and cattle farm near Ituna, Saskatchewan. I'm married and the mother of 4 young adults. I also have a 15-month-old grandson who is the apple of my eye. Subdivision 2 has been my home for many years. For 19 years, I had children in public education. I was a frequent volunteer at their schools and involved in all of their extracurricular activities. I have served as a softball coach, school band parent president, choir director, event chaperone, and MC and announcer for dance and figure skating competitions, recitals, and shows. At the same time, I worked as an educational assistant at several schools and then as an administrative assistant for the provincial government. I took online and night classes and completed my Bachelor of Arts from the University of Regina in 2022. For the past 2 years, I've served as secretary for the Marion McVitie School Community Council. And it was this experience that first piqued my interest in the school board, and ultimately my decision to run for trustee. I am ready to work hard to help our students and schools thrive. Our school division has faced significant challenges in the last few years. Parents need greater participation in their children's education. Students need to be free of conflict between school and home. Teachers want to teach their subject matter in classrooms of manageable size. Communities need graduates whose schooling has equipped them to succeed in a complicated world. I'm running for trustee because I believe our school board can and should deliver on these imperatives. I will work collaboratively to address classroom complexity, improve student achievement, respect parental rights, and prepare our students for bright futures. I've been asked why I would run for school board trustee when my children are out of school. I answer that I have a grandson who may one day go to school here, and I want to help make our schools the best they can be for him. The young people in Regina schools today will become our doctors and bus drivers, our mechanics and accountants, our farmers and therapists. I care very much about our students and teachers. Their success is our success. I'm Carla Taylor Brown, asking for your vote on November 13th. Thank you.
Election Day is Wednesday, November 13th. Polling stations will be open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. There are 30 polling locations throughout Regina. If you are unable to vote on Election Day, advance polls will be held at various locations in Regina. Mobile polling and special polls will be available to those who are hospitalized, homebound due to disability, or live in a special care home. For more information, call 306-751-4479 or visit regina.ca/elections.
If you'd like to share your feedback on the program you just watched, contact us today